to show you that I feel like I'm behind in life on my Instagram, so other people don't do that either. You know what I mean? That's what my YouTube channel is for. Mental breakdowns are for my YouTube channel. So right now in this moment, you're thinking that you are nowhere near your goals. You're thinking that everything's a complete failure. You're thinking that you're completely f***ing everything up. You are not behind in life. You are doing great. And if you're doing your absolute best, there's not shit more that you can ask for. Hey y'all, it's me, Jewel. Welcome to my channel. If it's your first time here, thank you so much for coming to spend some time with us. And if it's not your first time here, hey, it's good to see you again. So in today's video, I just want to have a little sit down, chit chat, life talk with you real quick because honestly, it's very therapeutic for me. And secondly, we're best friends now. So hey girl, hey boy, hey y'all. So sit down, get comfortable, grab a cup of tea, grab a cup of coffee, or grab a snack. In today's video, I want to talk about the fact that you are not behind in life. Did you hear me? I said you are not behind in life. You're not. Like, you're fine. You're doing great. Chill out. Like, you're doing fine. You're doing great. You're amazing, sweetie. Okay. So the reason why I wanted to sit down and make this video is because I made another video called "Your 20s Are a Joke." That was pretty fun. So if you want to check that out, go ahead and check that out somewhere up there. But furthermore, it got me thinking about the fact that when you're a young adult, especially I feel like in your 20s and your post-grad, which is what I can talk about because that's the situation that I'm in right now, it can easily feel like you're behind in life when you're not where you thought you would be. Did you hear what I said? You feel like you're behind in life because you're not where you thought you should be. It's not because you're not where you're supposed to be. It's not because you're not working your ass off to get to where you want to be. It's simply because you're not where you thought you would be at this point. Like, if you would have asked me 2 years ago, where do I think I would be at the age of 22 at this point? At 22 years old, September of 2020, I would have easily told you that I would be in medical school studying to be a plastic surgeon. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't make that up. That's facts. That's exactly what I would have told you would be happening right now. I would have been at like Howard University Medical School. That's what I thought was going to be going on. Well, that has changed, obviously. So then if you would have asked me 7 months ago, where do you think you'd be in September of 2020? I would have simply said, oh, I'll either be getting my PhD in like cellular biology or I'll be working in a lab right now. And so it gets really easy for me personally to feel like I'm running behind in life. I'm like, I'm 22, like what the hell is going on? But that's not true at all. I'm just simply not where I thought I would be in this exact moment. And that's fine. Like, that is okay. Because things are happening in my life that I couldn't even begin to imagine. The thing about your future, right? When you sit down and we're like,
what do you want to do when you grow up? Like, what do you think? What do you see yourself in the future? What do you see yourself doing like 5 years?
Your future is simply made up of your known past experiences that you conjure up in together of just more known experiences, and that's what you think of your future, if that makes sense. So you take experiences from your past that are known, and maybe you take other outside influences from like social media, from your friends, from your family, from movies, TV shows, those known experiences, and then that's how you conjure up your future. If we're being honest, I kind of wanted to be a plastic surgeon because I love Grey's Anatomy and I love Dr. Mark Sloan. So that was a part of my future. And if we're being honest, I wanted to be a doctor because I thought it would impress people because like, wow, look at this like black girl, you know, who people typically don't think black women are educated, especially not in the STEM field. And she's a doctor. She's a surgeon, as a matter of fact. So that came from an insecurity of mine, and that came from known experiences of my past and known experiences from outside forces. And that's what I used to create my future. And I think that's what a lot of people do. But when you just take the time to separate yourself from your known past and known experiences from outside forces, and you kind of take a moment to sort of sit and think and marinate on what it is you actually want, sometimes it looks completely different than what you have been chasing this whole time. Your future is unknown. I don't care what anyone says, your future is unknown. The next 5 minutes of you watching this video is unknown. Like, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't. And so that's why it's so hard to conjure up the future and what's going to be happening in the future for you, right? Because like, you have no fucking idea. I don't know what's going to happen in the next millisecond. I don't know, because the only thing that I know right now is the present moment. That's all I know. I don't even know the past. You don't even know the past. You want to know why you don't know the past? You don't know the past because studies show that 9 times out of 10, you don't even remember the past correctly. So past experiences that you have, whether they're traumatic or joyful, you're not even recalling them correctly. So I say all of that to say that you're not behind in life. I don't... You're like, Jewel, what does that mean? How is it all tying together? In some weird, twisted fate of events, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Even if you're at rock bottom, you're exactly where you're supposed to be, because you can't be anywhere else except for where you are. Does that make sense? Like, you cannot be anywhere else except for here right now. So if you think that you're supposed to be an electrical engineer right now, and so you're falling behind because you had to repeat your sophomore year of college, you're still exactly where you're supposed to be, because like you don't know anything else. Like, you don't know anywhere else to be except for right here and right now. Does that make any sense? Does that make sense, like, at all? Because when I think about it, I'm like, wow, things that have been happening in my life, like I said again, and I'll get into it in more detail later when like it's actually physically here, because mentally I already got it, but physically I just need to get it physically here now. So things that have been happening are things that I literally could not have imagined dead ass 2 weeks ago. I couldn't have imagined it 2 weeks ago, because I only was able to think about my future based on my known past. Like, that's all I'm able to do, because that's how the human brain works. All you can do is conjure up a future based on your known past. So in my known past, I knew that X, Y, and Z was possible, because like I've done it before. I didn't know if any more was possible. I'm sure any less was possible, because if I did that, like, I can drop the bar a little bit, but I didn't know any more was possible at this point. So here I am 2 weeks later, and I had this opportunity in front of me, and I could not have conjured that up 2 weeks ago. And 2 weeks ago, I was feeling like a failure. 2 weeks ago, I was feeling like nothing was going right. 2 weeks ago, I was feeling like I was behind in life because X, Y, and Z was not here in front of me like I wanted it to be. And here we are 2 weeks later, and I have more. There's more than I could have ever imagined knocking at my doorstep. And I thought I was behind 2 weeks ago, and here I am now to tell you that I wasn't behind in life. I was just exactly where I was supposed to be, because there's nowhere else to be except for right here, right now. That was just a really long rant to tell you that you're doing fine and you're doing great. As long as you're continuously working towards what you want to be in your goals, even if your goals change, that's fine. But as long as you're continuously working and you're walking, you just need like an iota of faith. As long as you're walking in an iota of faith in yourself, in the universe, in God, whatever you believe in, as long as you have an ounce of faith in that. Because you can sit down and think what your future would look like all you want, but in a sense, you don't have complete control of it. Like, you can make goals and things like that. Like, in a year, I want to save $5,000. In the next 10 years, I want to be married. In the next 4 years, I want to graduate from school. In the next 2 months, I want to lose weight. Sure, you can make goals and things like that, but the bigger picture of it all has the potential to be dramatically different than what you're envisioning right now, for the best. Okay, I don't want you to start thinking like, oh my God, it could be different, meaning that like I could be dead in a ditch somewhere. No, it could be dramatically different for the absolute best. So instead of thinking, I'm not where I am right now, I'm falling behind in life, I should be doing better, so, because I should have been doing X, Y, and Z, I should have been doing this by now. Think about the fact that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Everything is fine, everything is great, and even though you can't see it, things are working around you. Things are working all around you that you cannot see to your visible human eyeball, that are putting you in positions that you couldn't even have imagined. You couldn't have even imagined these positions because it was not a part of your known past. You're walking into a life that you could not have even imagined because it's so wildly different from your past in the best way possible. So you don't know. So when you're building this grand, vast future with all these huge plans for yourself, make huge plans for yourself, because you can do it. Make huge plans for yourself. Right now in this moment, you're thinking that you are nowhere near your goals. You're thinking that everything's a complete failure. You're thinking that you're completely fucking everything up. Just realize that you taking a step towards any of your goals, whether it be big or small, is putting you closer to your goals than it's putting you closer to not achieving your goals. So if you feel like this is not where you should be right now, and you know where you want to be in the future, and you're working towards it, you're already closer. Then you begin to get closer to reaching your goals and what you think you should be having, versus if you just quit right now and say, I'm not where I'm supposed to be, fuck it, I'm not going to do anything else, then you're closer to not reaching your goals than you are to meeting your goals if you fail. Or if you sit there and just ruminate on how sucky shit is, then you're closer to attracting more sucky shit and not reaching your goals than you are to reaching your goals. That's just life's math right there. If you sit there and ruminate on how shitty things are, you're not going anywhere. Oh, I just hit myself in the eye. And so in a time where social media is rampant, and I love me some Instagram, like don't get me started, I love Instagram, but people, as you've heard before, people show the highlights of their life on Instagram. My Instagram is cute as hell. I don't show you when I'm having a mental breakdown on my Instagram channel, and I have those like damn near daily. I don't show you that. I don't show you that I feel like I'm behind in life on my Instagram, so other people don't do that either. You know what I mean? That's what my YouTube channel is for. Mental breakdowns are for my YouTube channel, so stick around if you want to see that. But that is not what social media is for. Social media is for painting this gorgeous picture that inherently will make you feel behind in life. But if you just talk to real people out there who are not young millionaires, because most people are not young millionaires, and that's fine, then you realize like you're fine, you're good, you're exactly where you're supposed to be, and then you just go from there like you're okay. Another thing with social media, this will probably be like a whole separate video, but I don't think people understand this, but you can use social media to feel better about yourself. People always talk about, oh, social media makes me feel so bad about myself, I feel fat, I feel like I got too much acne, I feel like I'm behind in life, I feel like I'm single when I go on social media. You can use social media to feel a lot better about yourself, okay? You know what I love Instagram? Instagram's cool. After a while, Instagram gets a bit toxic. So does Twitter. God, Black Twitter is like hella toxic. That's a whole different topic though. I started spending more time on Pinterest. Pinterest is a manifestation app. It is. It's literally a manifestation app, and you can filter Pinterest so precisely to only see the things that you want to see. When I go on Pinterest, I don't see what I lack. I only see what I can have and what I will have in the future. That is what my Pinterest looks like. Instagram, you don't really get to filter it that well and fine tune it like you can Pinterest. And I don't even have a TikTok because I can't process any more social media at this point in my life, and I'm old, so I don't want one. Wow, that was a really random tangent. But you can use social media to also like achieve your goals and to feel less behind in life. So take away from this video, you are not behind in life. You are doing great, and if you're doing your absolute best, there's not shit more that you can ask for. The only thing that you know is this current moment. The only thing that you know is this point in period in your time. You don't know your future. You barely know your past. So when you take your known past to create a future, sometimes that's not your direction, that's not your path, and that's totally okay. So all you can really focus on is right now. All you can focus on is, what do I want to do right now? What's going to make me better right now? And what's going to serve me right now? You're not behind in life. You're amazing. You're doing great. I am so freaking proud of you. Even if you feel like you're behind in life, cut that shit out, because we are doing great. I hope that you enjoyed this little sit down video. If you did, make sure that you like this video and that you subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate you taking the time to come and talk with me and just like hang out with me a little bit. I love hanging out with you. Now I'd love to see some more of you. See you guys next video. Have a great day, have a great week, and have a great life, my love. Bye.